What's up? What's up? It's Saturday, September 9th. It's time to play some tournaments. We're going to do a $130 buy-in at Horseshoe. We played this tournament a lot. See what we could do. The cash game's not been good lately. My kings got beat last night, and my aces, both with 3 of a kind. So, hopefully the tournaments treat me better. Thank you for all your support of the poker vlog, and the autism vlog, and the autism videos. For all the thumbs down out there, keep in mind that a lot of my play on video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not trying to create a tutorial here on how to play 1-2, no limit hold'em. I'm having fun. I open up my range, and every now and then I'll play super loose. And strangely enough, my biggest windfalls sessions this year have been when I played a little bit more loose. So go figure. Go figure, go figure, go figure. With that said, you can't really play loose in a tournament. Hey, you know, when the blinds are low, you can try some tricky stuff, but we'll see what we do today. I'm not gonna make any big promises. My tournament play lately has been just running bad. Just running bad. Played 2 weeks ago in a tournament, same thing, got pocket aces, made a huge raise. Got called with 9s. The flop king, king 9-7. So here we go, tournament play. We're gonna videotape some hands. Kimok 7. Alright, Saturday tourneys. We're at first break. 10,000 chip deep stack. We started out with 10,000, we ended with 12,000. So a couple of hands of note. The first 3 hands I won were all on bluffs, which felt great. You know, the board looked like a straight in one hand, so I played it like I hit the straight. Another hand, the board looked like it hit a flush, so I played it like I hit the flush. And my favorite hand of the session was a guy who 2 other times had re-raised people at the cutoff, and I was the original bettor, and he re-raised me from 600 to 1700. So it came back around to me. I'm sitting there with ace-8 offsuit, and just seeing his patterns and stuff, I made a long pause, not long, like minute and a half, raised him up to 37.50 and stared him down, and he folded. That felt really good. Semi-bluff, if you will. I could see what he was playing earlier, you know, those small suited connectors, re-raising, stuff like that. Most importantly, I'm feeling good, having fun. This is all about having fun, right? I think that's a huge thing to recognize as you play tournaments and cash games. If you're not having fun, what's the point? I want you to think about that. Win or lose, if you're not having fun, there's a lot of things in life that can bring happiness and fun, and poker and gambling is just one of them. And those are things I think about a lot. Another hand, I woke up with pocket jacks, raised it up 4 times the big blind, got 1 other caller, oldest gentleman at the table. The flop was ace, 10, deuce, rainbow. I got pocket jacks. He checks it, I check it. Turn card was nothing, so I fired out a bet on the turn, and he folded. So I don't know what he had. I think he had king, queen. So that's it. We'll check back in after the next break if we're still in the tournament. There's only 30 players. The blinds are every 25 minutes. And feeling good. That's all we gotta do. Well, we got knocked out of the tournament. The run bed continues, but we did well in cash games. So I'll show you some hands we got in the cash games. But before I show you that, the end of the tournament, the blinds, the second, you know, after the first break, I was doing well. The blinds got up to 300 and 600, and I had about 15,000 in chips back. There were 2 raises in front of me. I was in middle position. I woke up at pocket jacks, decided to ship it all in, Guy at the cutoff who had a lot of chips, he calls with pocket nines. He shows them. I could not have been more thrilled. I was ecstatic. I had two jacks with no hearts. The flop came, nothing special, but there were 2 hearts on the flop. He shows his nines. One of his nines was a hearts, and you guessed it, runner heart on the turn, runner heart on the river, and he gets a flush. Well, like I said, my run bad continues. But guess what? That same guy won the tournament. So go figure, you know, go figure. You just never know what's going to happen. But check out these hands I recorded. There's a set over set situation, and you'll love how I turned out on that set over set situation.
Lead for 1-2, no limit.
11.
It's a 3-way party.
All right, 3-way action.
It's a 3-way party.
Team up. 11.
Line debut for 1-2, no limit.
Second. 2. This lady going crazy. Check. Told her she act like she came in the 8 point. You've been here since 8?
How much?
15.
I don't believe you.
You already know what I'm talking about.
I raise.
Raise. Look, I'm in prime position too. Okay, give me a couple bottles of water. Keep it on the roof. Whoa, you hit it again.
Yeah, I'm getting lucky against him. Let's get the fuck out of here while my luck's going good. Here on out, it's all downhill.
With a nice tip or two.
Okay. He was smoking it too. That was over quick. Well, that second, I don't know, I don't know anything about second, but she was just running that girl all over the court. It was so strong.
30.
But they're beautiful to watch. One of those girls are happy.
Side pot.
$75.
35?
75.
75.
I don't know if that's right, but I think it is.
Looks right. 15 short.
You got it?
Gives you more money.
I got a set.
Calls your hand. Set of sixes.
Oh, yeah.
the main pot instead of 60.
Those runner clubs didn't make me happy. Nor did the opening straight, like 4, 5, 6.
That'd be really weird if somebody backed into them play.
I've been
It happens,
just.
you know, when you got.
I already took the pot. I assume I will. I've been rivered so much this
Oh,
week.
Lord, look at that. You see it? Set of 5.
Yeah, you
was right behind
set
you.
over set.
Set over set. Yikes.
Oh man. Oh my god. That's brutal.
We need another 5 and another 6.
Tell me.
I just had a good poker thought today. It was like a hallelujah poker thought, because I've been thinking a lot about my performance in the most recent 50,000 guaranteed tournament last weekend, where I faced the bad beats. My thought is this: a lot of us, as we enter tournaments, there are points in the tournaments where we get anxious because we're card dead. Sorry, I'm having distractions on the road here. And what if I were to say to you, what if you entered every tournament with this mindset that, I'm talking big tournaments, you know, big buy-ins, something over $200 buy-in. What if I were to say to you, what if there's a tournament where you run red hot? I'm not talking on the turn of the river, I'm talking pre-flop. I'm talking 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs, pocket pairs per hour, and mixing in some pocket queens, kings, and kings in those hours. I have had those nights, especially in cash games. To do well in tournaments, you gotta play a lot of tournaments. You know, as I learned from grips.com, don't expect to cash in more than 20 or 15% of all tournaments you play. So the more active you are, the more failures you're gonna have. It's just pure math. Let me repeat that. The more active you are as a tournament player, the more failures you're gonna face. And you need to recognize that, notice it, and be able to consciously file that in your brain. There are going to be tournaments where you run absolutely card dead for an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours. As you heard from my last tournament, I ran really hot before the first break. I got that set of 3s against a guy with pocket kings. I mean, that's hot. That's hot. That can and does happen to some tournament players over a 3, 4, 6, 8 hour tournament. You just run hot. But it's not going to happen if you only play once in a while. You know, if you jump in a tournament per month, you know, what are your expectations really? It's a natural instinct to want to open up your range when you're card dead. And there are more than one ways to go deep in a tournament. There are people that do it even though they're card dead. They start to play a lot of hands and suddenly they flop flush draws, open-ended straight draws, who knows what. So I think you get my point. I'm going to end that right there, but I wanted to record this right away. Get Marks.
Replay. Check please.
All in.
35. All in.
I'm thinking, oh, great, I hope you hit the Broadway and you do fucking the same. Thank you.